Yeah. No, I love it. So I want to kind of transition into kind of future, where you want your team to be, kind of goals, things like that. What's one thing that you guys are looking to accomplish over the next 12 months? It can be team related. It could be your personal, sales related, personal.
Yeah, I think just continuing to grow. I would love to bring on new people to our team if we can find the right people. And at this point, it's kind of always been family based. I'm not opposed to bringing in new people that aren't family based, but I think they need to have the right, just kind of the right mentality and background that we have.
Yeah.
And so kind of our background is family comes first. And so, if my assistant has something come up with her kids and she needs to take the afternoon off, I said, go right ahead, like go with your kids and I'll get everything done that we need to get done. So anybody that we would want to bring onto our team, we would want that same mentality. We're not high pressure. We don't have like sales goals people have to meet or they're not on our team anymore. It's, you can't do that with family. So I think I think we're very understanding. And at the same time, we all know that each of us is working as hard as we possibly can.
I'm curious, was that always a core value of your guys' team? Because it's something that I've personally have struggled with, especially early on in my career. I'd be going on vacations with friends and things like that. This was before I got married, and I'd be the one working. Hey guys, I got to knock out this contract, or hey, I'm always on the phone, and we'd be at Christmas or something, and at my mom's house, and I'd be working on something real estate, and they'd be like, "Well, can't you just put it down?" And I'd be like, "Well, you're not paying my mortgage, and this is how I pay my."
Who's gonna do it?
But I think over the years, as I've gotten into a different position and stage of my career, and I look back, it's like people get into the industry for a couple of things, right? They want to get away from the 9 to 5, being told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. They're looking for more freedom. Typically, they're looking for potentially making more money. Or they want like more flexibility.
Right.
And I was just talking to Nathan White at Next Home Experience, and same type of thing. He's like, look, family's first. It's and if family's not first, then your priorities are kind of screwed up. And it's something that I always personally just struggled with in the beginning of my career. But I was telling him like that flexibility of our day to not always have to go and deal with real estate is, I think, the one thing that a lot of agents forget about.
Right.
So is that always a core value of you? Is that how like your parents always ran their business and you kind of saw that firsthand?
Yeah. And when we would go on vacation and we were driving places, they'd have to stop and find a payphone to be able to call somebody about a contract. And so it was always, I just grew up knowing that things didn't shut down. It wasn't like when they came home from work, they didn't work all evening. We would eat dinner as a family and then they would be doing different things as far as business. And I just didn't know any different. I just thought that was kind of normal. And so, when I got into the business, seeing what they had gone through, I just knew that's what you do. Like when you go on vacation, I take my laptop. I don't have, just because I'm not a delegator, I'm taking my laptop, I'm writing contracts, I'm negotiating, I'm doing all the stuff aside from, the physical showings because I'm not there. But, again, I don't know any different because that's how I grew up. And, I saw it work for my parents. So I'm like, well, this is just how it is. And I don't mind it because I love being involved. And that's kind of why I'm not a delegator, because I love the control aspect and just knowing that the way I'm doing it is the way that, that I want it done. And I know it's going to be done how
the right way. Yeah. How you want it.
And not that my way is the best way. I'm sure there's a better way, but sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself, I think.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And I find that a lot of people are like that, right? Like they think that, if they have to give up a piece of it, they're going to be missing something or something's going to go wrong or whatever the case may be.
Right. Someday I'll hopefully change. I would love to be able to, I know the way I do it's not the best way, but maybe someday I'll change.
And again, like it's what's the goal, and I talk to agents all the time. For me, it's more of, it's not necessarily income goals. It's not transaction goals. Typically it's a lifestyle goal.
Right.
Right. And, do you want to be on vacation anymore and having to take all the phone calls and deal with all the contracts? And, that's more of a lifestyle decision more than, an income or a
Right.
transaction
Exactly.
decision.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll work on it, Paula. We'll work on it.
Let's connect in like 10 years and you can ask me if I've improved.
So what's a big goal or accomplishment that you're looking to hit in the next 5 years?
I would say I've had more free time lately, so I've been just trying to dig into social media more. I would love to like be able to master doing a reel, and I kind of got on like Canva yesterday for the first time, and made some like neat little templates that I can just have ready. So when things start exploding again, I have some neat things that I can use. So I've never really dug into that side of things. But as I see what other people are doing, it really interests me. And it's just something that I kind of want to learn. So 5 years out, geez, I don't know. Yeah, I've never really like planned that far ahead, but in the short term, I would say more, kind of like social media and just surviving. I have a kid going to college in like a month. So at this point, it's like, just getting through that.
I think social media is one of those things that we feel like we have to be on every single platform and all over.
Right.
It's something that I've struggled with. And the only reason I've been a little bit more consistent with it is because I went and got some help to keep me accountable.
Okay.
I'm still in charge of producing the content and doing all of those things. But,
Right.
when you have someone that is like, hey, John, where's this at? Where's your video? Hey, what do we need to post this morning? What do you think? What are your thoughts? It definitely helps me out. So, that may be something too, to have, maybe for you to look into is, not necessarily, a marketing team,
Right.
but really just saying, hey, let's post this, or what do you think about running that? Or, and,
yeah, I would love that. I really need to find like the right person to help with that, because there's just so much that you can do. So someone in my office actually sent me, there's a Netflix series called Pieces of Her, Pieces of Me, or something like that. And one of the characters on the show is Paula Koontz, like my exact spelling. And so she sent me a couple of screenshots where there was closed caption and it said like my name on it. And she's like, you should make a meme on this. And I'm like, I don't know how to make a meme. I would love to. And she's like, you could use it in your advertising. And I'm like, well, first of all, I need to know how to make a meme. Great idea. But yeah.
Yeah, I think social media. Yeah, I think social media is kind of going to be, one of those, even to this day, people are like, low hanging fruit, for sale by owners, expired, it's canceled, right? Like,
right.
To me, social media is kind of like that low hanging fruit. It's allowing us to stay top of mind, and to be in multiple places at one time. By multiple places, I mean LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever the case may be, to where, I don't know if you have to be a expert at social media, but I think as agents, we probably need to be aware as far as, being on them and understanding, those platforms.
Right. And it's just like keeping your name out in front of people. They see your name, they associate your name with real estate.
Yeah.